How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be doing a quick, easy mod that absolutely anybody can do. Very simple, minimal, basic skills required. All you need is a little bit of paint, some tape, and some imagination. What is that? Stay tuned, we'll find out in just a second. Alright, what is that? It's very simple. It's one of the easiest mods that you can do. I mean, like I said, all it takes is a little bit of time and patience. That's all. You're gonna have to forgive my rides. They're dirty. All the pollen and stuff falling out of the trees, and we've had day after day after day rain, so there's not much I can do. But let me show you what we're gonna be doing. Get this hood open one-handed. That's always fun. But as you can see, I've already done a little bit to it. But what we're gonna be doing today is I'm not quite happy with the way this looks. Like I said, anybody can do it. All you need to do is get some tape and some paint of your favorite color, whatever color you want. But what I'm going to be doing is painting the Chevrolet. I mean, it looks okay. I'm going to be touching up the V8, and then I'm going to be painting the Chevrolet. Probably black, maybe silver. I'll figure that out when we get in here. But if you want to do something like this, I'll show you how. It's very simple. You can get really complicated with it if you're a real good airbrush painter. Do something along that line. Or actually get one painted with a mural on it. I don't really want a mural. I don't have a theme for my car. I just like the way my car looks. So yeah, I'm just going to go this route. Just a quick, easy way to add a personal touch to your car, make it different from everybody else. But to get this out, all you do is take out your oil filler cap, swap hands, pull up, that unlocks it, and then pull forward. There's a couple little snaps in the back, and that's it. Comes right out. And of course, make sure you didn't get any trash on your oil filler cap. Reinstall that in case you would happen to need to drive your car later, or in case any trash falls in it. I'm gonna shut my hood so my neighbors won't be looking. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, welcome back. Glad you can stick around. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and take care of it now so I can show you from beginning to start. I actually scuffed mine up a couple spots when I took it off just now, so I'll be showing you how to do this from beginning to end. And the only tools you're going to need is some paper of some kind, some painter's tape. That way you can tape off your area and not get overspray on everything. Make sure that the thing you're going to paint, in this case the engine cover, is nice and clean, which I just got done wiping it off. And since this is plastic, you need some kind of bonding agent, and in this case I'm using the Duplicolor Automotive Primer Adhesion Promoter. What this does, it makes the paint want to stick to the plastic. I already have that on there, so I don't need to use that again. But then I went also and got the perfect match, the Victory Red, which is what color my car is, Duplicolor paint. That way I can paint it. And I also got the Duplicolor Clear Coat, which I don't have out here right now, but that's what I'll be putting on after I get it all done. So let's get started. Put you in the tripod here so you don't fall off. Move you a little closer. And you're going to have to forgive me, of course it's windy today. Anytime I come out here and try to do anything, windy, windy, windy. But what I like to do is, I mean, I'm only doing a section like this, but I'll probably paint that whole thing. What I like to do is put down a bead of tape along the area that I want to protect. Okay, and the reason I do that, number one, it protects what I don't want to paint from getting paint on it. But number two, when I go to put my paper on, it gives me something that I can stick the paper to without messing anything up. If that makes sense. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. They actually make paper that has the tape on it for painting cars, but I'm not a car painter and I don't want to buy that expensive roll just for this one job. So we're going to use what we have. Just tape it off real good. And see what that does. I just took a food line bag and cut it up. But see what that does, it gives me somewhere to tape, like a paper tape. So now all I need is another piece of tape, the bag, put the tape on the bag, and then stick the tape to the tape. That's simple. It really is that simple. And then I take a piece of tape and tape it down so that the bag doesn't flip over with the wind or what have you. No sense in having it painted and then flipping it over. Let me get this a little bit better of an angle. There you go. Like I said, I'm just using a Food Line grocery bag. No big deal. And I'm going to be putting that right there. I need to get a piece of tape right here. Don't want any overspray on anything, because I did, you know. So now that I have that, I can take my bag down and be good to go. Now see, this allows me to do it in sections, like if the wind is blowing like it is today, and put one piece in the middle, and that'll hold. Take a longer piece and tape it down. Now, as with anything, prep work makes all the difference in the world. Now, I'm just touching up the paint on this, because like I said, I nicked it when I took it out of the car. Not, you know, just being in a rush, trying to hold the camera, not paying attention. My own fault. But luckily I had some paint left over. Okay, I've got that down now. I'll take a piece, put over here, so that the wind doesn't blow that piece up into my wet paint. There you go. And I'm not going to be painting down in there. So what I'm going to do is cut off another piece of this bag. Just round the edges. Doesn't have to be perfect. Fold it under and stick it down in there, so that if it does get any overspray down there, it won't be on my rubber seal. Because who wants painted rubber seal? You know all you have to do is shake up your paint. Like I said, the better you prep it, the better it's going to look. Give it a test squirt, make sure it's coming out okay, and then keep it back, I don't know, 10-12 inches, and put one light coat on. You're not trying to paint the whole thing. You don't want to just layer it and be done with it. You want to put one coat on it, let it dry, you know, 15-20 seconds, and then hit it with another coat. Like I said, I'm going to be painting the Chevrolet, so there's a chip there, which is no big deal, but you know, down here, it just, I didn't want it to show through. All right, I've given it a couple minutes to dry. Now we're going to hit it again. Upside down to get any leftover in there, or you don't stop up your nozzle. And that's pretty much it there. The wind's crazy, man. Blowing everything away. I get so aggravated because if I'm not working, I have to come home and try to rush to do stuff, and then it's windy. It's either work or wind or work. Never a winning situation. But now I just want to let that dry for a couple minutes, and then I'll hit it with the clear, and then I'll do the other side. Here's the perfect example of what I was talking about, preparation. Now at first glance it looks like it's pretty good. Okay, this is the other side. I found a spot right in here that I needed to touch up. No big deal. I taped it off, you know. But as I came around, I found a spot on the front. Well, when I went to spray it, notice there's no tape there. What do you think happened? Yep, red paint. So now I got to go in and use some fingernail polish remover or something along that line to try to get that off. Just rushing, not paying attention. Like I said, I just got home from work. It's been one heck of a day, and I'm just out here enjoying the warm weather. It's 79 degrees here in North Carolina, so I'm very happy with the temperature. But I've had to run my butt off going to the post office and all that, but you don't want to hear all that. I just got in a rush, didn't pay attention, trying to make a video and screwed up. Preparation. Take your time, do it right. You won't do what I just did. But let's go back inside now and I'll show you how to do the lettering, I hope, without making a mess. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, we're back. We're going to try to do this. Hey Kate, you going to help me? Good boy. That ain't a food bowl. Let's mix the paint up. You see? Good boy. I'm going to try this. I don't know how it's going to work. I let it dry overnight just because I got aggravated and I didn't have black paint, so I had to go get some black paint. The paint I'm using for this is a model paint, and I don't know how long it's going to last. It's just something I want to try. It was cheap, just $1.79 at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to give it a whirl and see what happens. And I've been thinking about trying to use a sponge, but I just don't know if I can use that. Just don't know. Oh, what a sponge tip. I think I'll just get that everywhere. So I'm going to try to do this by hand, freehand. Let's see how it goes. Get my light over here so I can see, so you guys can see better too. Oh yeah, that's better. Yep, already messed up. But that's the joy of doing this, right? I'm going to cheat a little. This is going to be tedious. You hear some noise outside. That's my wife. She's outside mowing. Just disregard that. I'll have to go outside and trim in a minute, so might have to cut this video a little short for today. Alright, after doing this little bit, I can see that I am going to probably be better off taping all this off. Because it looks like I'm going to make a mess. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to tape it off or not. I can't see, and I'm not as sturdy as I used to be. But, alright, back again. After some careful consideration, I'm just going to go ahead and take my time and tape all this off, because I'm not going to be able to get it with a brush. Every time I get it right where it wants to slide off the edge, the top of the letter and go down the side. So, if I'm going to be painting on the sides of the letters, I might as well just go ahead and tape it off. So, I've got my handy dandy painter's tape, so let's get to taping. Welcome back. Literally just 15 minutes later. It takes no time to do this. Took a little while, about 20-25 minutes to do the first half, but with the second half it literally took no time at all. This side took about 15 minutes. Now we're going to tape it off and get to painting. I decided to spray it rather than the way I was going because I just couldn't, I don't know, I guess it's just too small. I couldn't get it to work right, so I'm just going to tape it off and spray it. Quick, easy, simple way to do it. A lot of leftover scrap junk mail, coupons and stuff that I'll never use. Trying to rush now. The wife's in there fixing dinner and I don't want to miss my steaks. Plus I don't want her to be mad. Like Jeff Foxworthy said, if she's unhappy, you're unhappy. And if you're unhappy long enough, you're unhappy with half your stuff. So that means I wouldn't have but one black Camaro, one Camaro. She'd probably take the red one, which would leave me with the fourth gen. I want all of my cars. So I'm gonna try to keep her happy. But as you can see, just taping it off. All you gotta do. But this is, like I said, a quick, simple, easy way to do this. Yeah, there's probably easier ways, but I mean, I didn't have anything to do today. I was bored. I didn't want to do a lot of anything, so I figured, well, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so why not? Okay, let's tape it off. Let's tape it off. I mean, a little bit of time taping, spray it, be done. Again, this is going to turn out as good as the work you put into it. The more time you spend taping it off, the better this is going to look, really. So, I'm not going to worry about here because I'm just going to be spraying here. But before you spray, make sure you don't have any puffed up corners like that. If you do, just tape it down. That way your overspray won't shoot up underneath it. Now I've found this overspray will go up in a hole like that and cover everything you don't want covered. Look your letters over again. Make sure your tape is down. Because you know this painter's tape won't stay stuck forever. It'll actually start coming up on you. Once you're satisfied with everything, shake the paint up real good and spray it. Again, a little test spray. Take it again. Uh-oh. There's a spot that I missed. And the dad-blame thing about this tape, you got to tear some of it so small, it's really hard to work with. That's why I was using scissors inside. Sun is going down quick. Dang it, can't get it small enough. I'll be right there. Wife's calling me in for dinner. I'll be there in a minute. Trying to beat her, beat the sun. Alright, make sure everything is taped down. And how I missed that. There's another little spot I need to fix. Right there at the end of the E. Can't miss that. Won't look like an E, it'll look like a B. Alright. Now, I don't know how many of you have used painter's tape before, but no matter what they say, it will run behind it. So hit this a couple times real light. That way it won't create a liquid and run behind it. Welcome back. Just got done eating a delicious dinner the wife fixed me. Steak and salad and green beans. Man, I'm full. But as you can tell, it's starting to get dark. Not much I can do about that, but I am going to hit this with one more coat. And then I'll take it in, just let it sit overnight. The reason I'm going to let it sit overnight is I want it to be good and dry. I mean, we're talking about spray paint here. It's not magic. It'll be dry in 5-10 minutes, but I want it to set overnight. I don't want to rush the process. I want to actually take this out without peeling the paint off. Quick little primer spray. Hit it that direction. Hit it that direction. Hit it from that side. That side. Back the opposite way. Clean it out, and that's it. That's all we're going to do to it. That's all we're going to do to it. I mean, right now in this lighting, doesn't look like much. But I'm gonna take it, like I said, I'm gonna put it up and come back and check it tomorrow. Should look good. Who knows, I may end up doing a little something else to it. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I just thought you'd like to follow along on this little venture. So come back tomorrow and we'll see how she looks. Alright guys, welcome back. Here we are again. Time to see how it looked. Just got off work, ran home, put everything in the house. Back out here. Really wanting to see how it turned out. So let's see together. I don't know if any of you have ever done any type of painting before, but when you paint something, when you go to take the tape off, always pull the tape away from 90 degrees away from what you've painted. Because if you don't, what'll happen, if you just grab it and pull it up, it's going to grab the edge of the paint and pull it with it. So always remember to tear it off at a 90 degrees. Excuse me. I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me peel all this off. So be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. Got all the tape off. Now, when I started this process, I knew that I would have a little bit of run going underneath tape. That's just the nature of the beast with this tape. I knew I'd have a little bit, so that's no problem. The main thing was getting the letters painted nice and even, you know, good coat on them. Let me show you how it turned out. It turned out really nice, to be honest. I got to go back with the red brush and just barely touch up in between some of these where it bled through too much, like in this E. But that touch up is nowhere near as hard or as delicate as trying to paint these letters. I mean, yeah, take me about 15 minutes to get it, maybe 20. I'll do it while I'm sitting in there watching TV tonight, so no big deal. I think it turned out really nice myself. Got a mark on my camera. I got both sides done. I have to touch it up too, and I'll have to touch up this little bit of red right here. Got some black on it. I don't know how, but my next step is I'm gonna tape this off and paint this. But I'm not going to show you that process. I've showed you the process already on the rest of it, so I'll be back in a minute with the finished product. So let's do that magical morphing thing. Okay guys, welcome back again. I know I said I was just going to skip to the end and show you the final result, but I didn't show you how this primer works, the bond adhesion promoter. I didn't show you how that worked, how it went on and everything, so I'm going to take this opportunity to show you. A couple more pieces of tape to where I'm satisfied. Now I don't have to worry about it. Get everything out of the way, tape, razor blade, scissors. Like anything else, you just shake it up. It goes on clear. I thought it was going to be some kind of white primer, gray primer, something like that, but no, it's the same color as the cap. Goes on clear. Shake it up really good, and it dries really quick. Here's a prime squirt. And the only way you know that it goes on is it looks wet. Let that set for a couple minutes, seconds. Like I said, it doesn't take long at all for it to dry. Just like that, it's already dry. Hit it again, just to make sure. Different angles. Clear it out, and you're good to go. Now, let's snap to the end. Here we go. Now I have the V8 repainted on there. So be sure to stick around. I hope you learned a couple things from this video. Just to show you how simple it is to actually do it yourself. Not hard at all. Just a little bit of time taping, a little bit of time painting, then a little bit of touch up. That's it. I've probably got hour and a half max in this video, or in this paint job, just from taking my time taping and then stopping and doing the video. But anyhow, I hope you liked it. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. But be sure to check back for more, because I will be doing other things here shortly. Springtime's fast approaching, good weather. So let's get out and enjoy those cars. Everybody be safe. See you next time. Take care.